So here's another thing that I share with every client as well. We're doing some financial education right now. You may have seen this before. You may never have seen this before. This is the financial house. Okay. The financial house is built the same as every other house. Okay, so I think most of you live in the GTA or Ontario. There's lots of construction, townhouses going up, condo buildings all the time in the GTA in Toronto. Every condo, office building, house, townhouse, skyscraper is built the same way. And it's built the same way as a financial house. Every building, including the financial house starts with a foundation. Okay? And the foundation in the financial house is your income. You and your spouse or your significant other or your partner, your income. So what they say in the construction world is the higher up you want to build, the further deep down you need to dig. Right? When they were building Trump Tower, I remember being amazed at the depth of the foundation in Toronto, downtown they were building. I was amazed at the depth of this. This thing was huge. So the further down deep you dig, the higher up you can build. Okay? Now, every house and building, like I said, starts with the foundation. And in the financial house, the foundation is your income. What's fascinating is, perfectionist moment. I'm not good at creativity or drawing or anything like that. By the way, I probably never will be. So the financial house is built the same way as every other house or condo or building or whatever. Okay. Now, what's fascinating is in the GTA with all this growth that they're doing, you never see them bring in a crane to the construction site and bring in the roof on a big crane and say, okay, everybody, there's the roof, now build. And they don't start building down level by level by level downwards. They never do that. You'll never see that. That's not how they build houses or buildings. The roof is the last piece to go. Okay, the foundation is first, and then they build the first level, and then they build the next level, and then they build the next level, and then they build the next level, and then they end with the roof. Okay, what's fascinating is most of the time we in today's age and in today's world, most people try to start with their goals and dreams. And then they worry about everything else last. Because they don't have this information and they're not taught. They don't know any better. And I think thanks to like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and everything, it's all about goals and dreams. Okay? But I'm telling you, the financial house is built the same way every other house is built. So what that means is you start with your income. Then that means protecting your income. This is key, protecting your income. In this program, I'm going to tell you what the wealthy do, because I study the wealthy more than anyone I know. I watch documentaries that people have never heard of. I watch films. I rewatch all the financial films. I've seen them all 3, 4, 5 times. I read books, I read reports, and I study them. And now I just kind of think and kind of click like how they think. And the first thing that they do is they protect their income. So did you know that as soon as a wealthy child is born, doesn't matter if it's a royal family, a wealthy family, 1%, high-level business owner, whatever, what they do, the first thing as soon as a child is born is they buy 3 different types of insurance. They first buy life insurance, they second buy critical illness protection insurance, and then they buy disability insurance, which is basically income protection insurance. Okay? Why on earth do they buy life insurance products for children, for babies that are just born? I give you a few reasons. One is because it'll never be cheaper. Exactly, Iffy. It'll never be cheaper. So all insurance products get more expensive the older you get. Okay? The second reason is because insurance is also based on your qualification, based on your health. Okay? So if you have good health, you qualify, no problem. If you have some health difficulties or conditions, it's much more difficult to qualify and it's more expensive. So number one, they're saving money. Okay. Number two, a lot of these products have their own investment and savings component that grow with time. So if you don't die, then some money goes towards an investment, which later can be used to leverage against, almost like a house. So I educate my clients on this, and for a lot of young families that I work with, They have 2-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 1-year-olds. And they're educating, they're open to my education and guidance, and I sell them and they buy these life insurance products because they're able to accumulate an investment value, which can be leveraged like a house later on.
So you're saying I should have insurance for Zane? Because I don't.
You should.
He's 9.
Yes, I would recommend it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
I guess
so this is one.
From you? Are you an agent?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'd be happy to. So, and I love it because like literally we're doing what the wealthy do. And as crazy as money can be and as difficult as money can be to figure out, it's actually not rocket science. And if we do what the wealthy do, we'll have what the wealthy have. A few reasons why the wealthy do this. One is because it's less expensive. It'll never be as cheap when you're young. Number 2 is you don't know if you're going to qualify for health reasons. Number 3 is for investment value. But number 4, and most importantly, is reducing risk. The wealthy hate risk. The wealthy hate risk. Risk is defined as potential for injury or loss. That's risk, okay? Potential for injury or loss. So what that means is they don't know what the child is going to endure in their lifetime. They have no idea. They have no crystal ball. So they reduce the risk of their child's life being hindered and their life, by the way, being hindered. And so they purchase life insurance products, these 3 different kinds of life insurance products, because they don't know if the kid's going to get into a wheelchair accident or end up in a wheelchair or a car accident or get some kind of life-threatening condition. So they reduce risk for that child and for themselves by buying insurance products where they and or the child are the beneficiary should anything happen. That is the essential nuts and bolts of protection and why it is super important, okay? And that's why the wealthy do it first, because you got to protect your income. Why? Because the rest of the house is built upon the foundation, which is your income. In other words, goals and dreams are not possible if you can't earn an income, right? Let's say you're the primary breadwinner in your family and you make the most money, or even your financial income contributes to your house and your family. Guess what? You need to protect that income, because if you're unable to earn an income, then the rest of the house is not necessarily going to be possible, is it?
Right.
Okay. So first step, what should be taught in schools, what Zane needs to know is income is the foundation first, then protecting that income, because that only just makes sense based on everything we've talked about, then eliminating debt, then investments and saving, and then goals and dreams.